Hello students, welcome to Akshara 8 Foundation. See, in the last class we have discussed about the optics. The basic definitions of optics we have seen there. What is a medium and what is the rectilinear property of the light. Okay, and then we have seen there speed of light in air there and different types of mediums based on the position of the light which is travel through the mediums. Based on that we have seen the different types of the mediums, and based on the properties of light which will be behave in the medium, based on that different types of mediums we have seen there. Okay, and now today we'll do the practice sheet problems, concept based questions, and then exercise problems we'll do. Okay, so now we'll see the first practice sheet here. There is the first one. So first question is given here, concept based questions. First one. Okay. So first one is given here, light causes the dash. So first option is given there, sensation of small, sensation of sound, sensation of sight, sensation of touch. So it will be, the light is a form of energy which gives the sensation of sight or vision. So we can write here option 3, sensation of sight or vision. Sensation of sight or vision. So light causes the sensation of sight or vision. That is the first answer. And second question is given here. The light is a form of dash and it travels in a straight line. So light is a form of energy. Okay. So light is a form of energy from the basic definition. So light is a form of energy, second one. And third one is given here. The path which light travels in a given direction is called there. Okay. The path which light energy travels in a given direction is called their ray of light. So ray of light. There is a ray of light. So third one we can write there, ray of light. Ray of light. And fourth one we can write here, stars are the examples of. So stars are luminous bodies there here. So the options are given here, luminous bodies, non-luminous bodies, both 1 and 2, and neither 1 and nor 2. So stars are the luminous bodies because they emit their own light. Okay, so stars are luminous bodies because they emit their own light, luminous bodies. And now fifth one is given here, clear water is an example of. Heterogeneous medium, translucent medium, transparent medium, opaque medium. Okay, so clear water is an example of transparent medium because we can see our face there. Okay, so transparent medium. It is a transparent medium. Transparent medium. Okay. The clear water is an example of transparent medium there. So next, which are the following examples of optical medium? Food, furniture, brick, glass. So glass will be the optical medium because through which the light can be travel. Okay, so glass is the optical medium. So wood is not a optical medium because there is no light passes through them there. Medium is nothing but what there? The medium is nothing but, so if the light travels to it, okay, the substance through which the light can be travel is called as medium, optical medium there. So through the wood it cannot travel there, through the furniture, through the brick it cannot be travel there, so it can be travel through the glass, so it is the optical medium. So glass will be the optical medium. Glass will be optical medium there. Okay. So now we'll see there seventh one. So next one, seventh one we'll see here. The smoke is an example of. Homogeneous medium, heterogeneous medium, and 1 and 2, neither 1 and nor 2. So smoke it will not distribute it uniformly. Somewhere it will be, it has some amount of mass. It is not uniformly distributed there. So heterogeneous medium means, and the property of light cannot be same at every point in the medium there. Okay, that is called the heterogeneous medium there. If it exhibits the medium in which the properties of light different at different mediums, then we can say it is the heterogeneous medium. So smoke is an example of heterogeneous medium. So seventh one is a heterogeneous medium. Heterogeneous medium. heterogeneous medium. And next, eighth one. Eighth one is given. Tube light is an example of point source of light, extended source of light, both 1 and 2, and neither 1 and nor 2. So source. Here which type of source? It is an extended source, not a point source. No. Tube light is an example of extended source of light. So it is the extended source of light. Extended source of light. Extended source of light. Okay, these are the concept based questions are given here. Now we'll see the now exercise problems here. Exercise 1 here. So we'll see the first question. Light is a visible and also makes an object visible on which it falls there. Visible but makes objects visible on which it is false. Visible but becomes visible when it is false on an object. Sometimes visible, sometimes invisible, but it always makes an object visible on which it falls there. So visible and also makes object visible on which it falls there. Okay. So light is a visible. It can be visible. Okay. So we can see the light. So that is called visible. Okay. Then and also makes objects visible there. Whenever the light is falls on the object, then only we can see, because of the reflection of light from that object, it will be enters into our eye. Then the image will be formed of that object in the retina, so that we can see our that image, that object in front of our eyes there. So it is visible and also makes objects visible. Invisible, it is not invisible. Okay, it is a visible always. It is not correct there. Sometimes visible. So it is a first option 1 we can add here. So first one is light is a visible. Okay. So first option 1 is a right answer. So it is a visible and makes the objects visible. And a straight line drawn from a point source is called the ray. Okay. A straight line drawn from the point source. A straight line drawn from the point source is called as a ray. Or we can say, if we consider the number of rays, okay, from the point source, if you draw only one ray, it is a ray there. Or we can draw number of lines. If you draw there, that is called the bunch of light, or beam of light also we can say there here. So that is both 1 and 2 we can add there. So second one is a third one, both 1 and 2. Bunch of light or beam of light, and ray of light. Beam of light or ray of light there. Okay. Option 3 is a right answer. Option 3 is right answer. Okay. So now we'll see the next one. Next one. By definition of material through which the light energy passes wholly or partially is called there. It is the luminous body, translucent medium, non-luminous body, optical medium. It is optical medium there. Okay. The substance through which the light can be traveled wholly or partially, that is called the luminous. It is not. It is an optical medium. Okay. So then third one is the optical medium. Third one will be optical medium. Third one, optical medium. So option is fourth, optical medium. Optical medium. So it is option 4. There is a right answer. And now fourth one we'll see here. Fourth one. So fourth one is given. Ray of light travels in a straight line path. The light energy which travels in a straight line path is called the ray of light now. So it is a straight line. So we can say it is a straight line. So light travels in a straight line path. Straight line path is called the ray of light. So now by definition, collection of number of rays are called as beam of rays. So beam of light. So fifth one is here, we can add there, beam of light. Okay. And sixth one, the energy consists of tiny particles, tiny packets of energy are called as photons. That is called the photons. Second one is a photons. The energy of tiny particles of light energy is called the photons. It is the sixth question. And seventh one is given here. By definition, optical medium which has a different composition throughout it is called the heterogeneous medium there. So seventh one is heterogeneous medium. Heterogeneous medium. Heterogeneous medium. And next eighth one. So eighth one is given there. A medium which allows the most of the light energy passes through it is called the transparent medium. It is the transparent medium we have discussed in the last class now. All are this transparent medium. Transparent medium. Transparent medium. Transparent medium. Okay, transparent medium. The light energy which is travels. Okay, transparent medium there. So through the medium whole or partial, it is called it is a whole. The most of the light energy passes through it is called as transparent medium there. A medium which allows partially the light energy to pass through it is called there translucent medium. So it is the translucent medium there. Translucent medium. Translucent medium. Translucent medium. Okay, and 10th one, next one is, so a point source of light which always produces, point source of light always produces parallel beam of light, convergent beam of light, divergent beam of light, all of these. So point source always, point source of light always, it will be produces, we can say there here convergent beam of light, no? So convergent beam of light. So sometimes produces, will produce always. So even we can say parallel beam of light also. Okay, point source is a point like a laser light. If you say that it will be travels a point source. Like if you say torch light, if you say that it will be the convergent beam, and it never will the divergent beam. No, divergent beam. It cannot be traveled by the divergent beam. So we can write here. Always it is said means, so we can write that is a convergent beam of light there. So convergent beam. Convergent beam of light. Convergent beam of light. Convergent beam of light. Okay. So 11th one. So when the rays of light originating from a point travel various directions, then it is called that. It is a divergent beam of light there. So divergent beam of light. So we can write here divergent beam of light. Divergent beam of light. Divergent beam of light. So when the rays of light coming from directions, different directions and meet at a point, they are the convergent beam of light. So 12th one is convergent beam of light. Convergent beam of light. Convergent beam of light. Okay, they are the convergent beam of light. So next 30th one, choose the odd one out of the given options. Muddy water is given there, fog is given there, smoke, distilled water. Okay, so muddy water, fog and smoke. So here odd one will be the distilled water, because muddy water, it is the heterogeneous medium, fog is also heterogeneous medium, smoke is also heterogeneous medium, distilled water, pure water, it is a transparent medium, we can say that. So 13th one will be the distilled water. Distilled water. Distilled water. Okay. So distilled water are it is the transparent medium, remaining all are the heterogeneous mediums there. Okay. So 14th one, bodies which do not allow light energy to pass through them are called as opaque bodies there, opaque medium there. Okay. So 14th one is opaque medium. 14th one is opaque medium. Opaque medium. The light energy which does not passes through them are called as opaque medium, opaque bodies. Choose the odd one out of the given options is given there here: stars, sun and glowworm and chair. So star is a luminous body, And sun is also luminous body, glowworm is also so luminous body. Chair is the opaque body there. Okay, chair is the opaque body. So odd one is the 15th one is chair. Chair. Chair is the opaque body. So next numerical type questions are there. Speed of light in air. Speed of light in air. So 16th one, speed of light in air there. Numerical type. Numerical type questions. Numerical type questions. So speed of light in air. Speed of light in air we can say that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Meter per second. And here the 17th one. Next 17th one we'll see here. Yes. So next my task is there. Okay, you can do there. So this synopsis one is completed, and we'll see their synopsis 2. Optics so synopsis 2 we'll see here. And in the first class, in the first synopsis, we have completed the property of light, that is the rectilinear property of light. And remaining properties of light we'll see in the second synopsis there. Okay, now to the properties of light. Properties of light. So the second synopsis we are going to learn about the properties of light. All the definitions of the properties of light we are going to see here. Okay. So in the first synopsis, so now synopsis 2. Okay, so first one. So first property of light. So we can write here properties of light. Properties of light. Okay. So there are first property is a rectilinear property. Rectilinear property. So in fully we can write here rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. And second one is reflection. Second one will be the reflection. So reflection of light. And third one is refraction of light. So refraction of light. And the fourth one is the diffraction or diffraction of light. Diffraction of light. And fifth one, so we can write here interference of light. And here the sixth one is polarization of light. So light exhibits with all the properties, okay. And seventh one we can write here photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. Okay, light exhibits these 7 properties of light. Okay. So then we have seen there in the first chapter, there is rectilinear property of light. So rectilinear property of light is nothing but whenever the light travels in a medium in a straight line path, so that property of light is called, the light has the nature in a homogeneous medium, it travels in a straight line path. So that property of light is said to be the rectilinear property of light. Due to this property, we have seen there in the last class, we have seen there that the shadow will be formed there, and due to this property, there is a eclipse of the will be takes place there. So eclipse of the earth, it will be takes place there. Okay. So next property we are going to see here, reflection of light. So what is the reflection of light? Okay. So whenever the light falls on the substance, on the obstacles, okay, on the objects there, it will be get reflected into the same medium. Okay. It will be comes into the same medium there. Whenever the light So in a homogeneous medium, when the light is traveling there, so in its path any obstacle is comes and it encounters the light will be encounter the obstacle, then it will be retraces its path into the same medium. So that property is called the rectilinear reflection of light. Okay, the phenomenon of light which comes back into the same medium after falling on the objects, so is known as the reflection of light. So the obstacles or the objects on which it is fall there, those obstacles or the objects are said to be the reflectors, because they are reflecting there on the opaque bodies. If it is fall there, it will be gets reflected there. Okay, so those objects are said to be the reflectors. Okay, so now next property is refraction. Okay, refraction. So refraction is nothing but the phenomenon of light when the light is traveling from one medium to other medium. When the light is traveling to one medium to other medium, so it deviates its original path and travel in the other medium. So that property of light is called as refraction of light there. Okay, suppose the light is traveling from air to glass or air to water there. Okay, so in the water it will be bends and travel. It is not travel in the straight line path how it will be travel in the air. So it will be bends and travel. That is the reason why we can see the a stick or a pen or a refill or a spoon is kept in the water. It will be seen bend in nature there. Okay, it will be appear like bends. The part of the spoon or any object which is placed in the dipped in the immersed in the water. So that part of water which is immersed in the water there, that will be bends and appear there. Okay, that is because of this refraction of the light there. So the phenomenon of light which deviates its path, original path, whenever it travels from one medium to other medium. So that property of the light is called the refraction of light there. And diffraction, diffraction or diffraction of light there. So whenever it travels to the apertures or the obstacles, at the edge of the obstacles, the light will be bends and travels there. Okay, it bends and travel. So that phenomena of light is said to be the diffraction of light there. So suppose any obstacle there, whenever the light will be encounter this obstacle there, so at the edges it will be bends and then travel there. So that nature of that phenomenon of the light is said to be the diffraction of light. So now the interference of light there. So interference of light is nothing but whenever the light is traveling. Okay, whenever the light is traveling coming from the same source of same frequency and the wavelength, the two waves will be overlap each other and travel. So when they are overlap each other, so then there is a there is a wax and waning of the light will be takes place there. So that phenomena of light is said to be the interference of light there. Okay, so whenever the light coming from the coherent sources or two light waves are coming from a source and they will be overlap. The two light waves will be overlap on each other. So where there will be maximum amplitude, that is a waxing is said, and where there is a minimum zero amplitude, there is a waning. So this waning and waxing will be takes place. So that is phenomena of light is said to be the interference of light. And now polarization. So polarization is nothing but it is the separation of light energies. Okay, whenever the light is traveling and whenever the light is traveling through certain crystals, through certain mediums, then whenever it is coming out that there is certain amount of light energy. So electrical energy will be so there is the light is a combination of electrical energy and the magnetic energy. So then electrical energy will be electrical vector can be separated. Okay, then that intensity of the intensity of light will be decreased there. So that that phenomena of light is said to be the polarization of light there. Okay, so then next one is a photoelectric effect there. Photoelectric effect. So photoelectric effect is nothing but, so whenever the light falls on a metal surface, whenever the light falls on the metal surface, if the light is made to fall on the metal surface, then the electrons will be emitted from the metal surface. So that phenomenon of light is said to be the photoelectric effect there. The phenomenon of light, whenever the light falls on the metal surface, particular frequency of light, the electrons will be emitted from the metal surface. So that phenomena of light is said to be the photoelectric effect. Okay. So now these are all the definition. I said the definitions of these all the properties, and now we'll see there one by one. The explanation of that reflection and explanation of the refraction, so diffraction and interference, polarization, photoelectric effect. Okay. So with some more clarity, we are going to learn about this all the properties of light there. Okay, in this chapter. So now here we'll see there. So reflection of light there. So how the reflection will be takes place? Suppose let us see here. This is a medium there. It is a reflector. Consider it is a plane mirror. We can say that. Okay. So you consider this is a normal. This is a normal. The line now at the point of incidence. So consider there where the light will be incident. That is said to be the point of incidence. This is a point of incidence. Point of incidence. Point of incidence. Okay, point of incidence. And here this will be the normal. It is the normal. And the light energy which falls at the point of incidence, that is called the incident light ray. So this is called the incident light ray. Incident light ray. This is called incident light ray. Okay. So it is generated by I bar, and so certain amount of light. So when the light is falls here on the reflector there, certain amount of light will be absorbed by the reflector, and certain amount of light will be passes into that reflector, and remaining amount of light will be reflected back into the same medium. So that is that phenomena of light is said to be the reflection of light. So this ray is said to be the R bar. It is a reflected ray. It is the reflected ray. Reflected ray. So now here the angle between the normal and the incident ray is said to be the angle of incidence, and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is said to be the angle of reflection. Okay. So this angle of reflection and angle of incidence is always same equal. With what the angle of incidence, it will be incident at the point of incident on the reflector. With the same angle, it will be get reflected there. Okay, these two angles are same. That is called the law of reflection. Law of reflection. And here one more law. So we can see here laws of reflection. So wherever the reflection is taking place, these two laws will be obeyed. The angle of incidence will be equal to the angle of reflection. That means here, so that is the first rule, angle of incidence is equals to, always it is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incident always is equals to the angle of reflection. And second law is this incident ray normal, this is the incident ray normal and the reflected ray all are lie in the same plane. All are lie in the same plane. In the same plane. In the same plane. Okay. So like that the reflection will be takes place there. These are the laws of reflection. Wherever the reflection is taking place, so whenever the light falls on the obstacle, on the opaque medium, it will be get reflected, and some amount of energy. So not all the amount of energy based on this reflector. It is a pure reflector, then whole amount of light will be reflects into the same medium. It will be coming into the same medium, same side. But it's almost may not be present. All the reflectors are not pure reflectors. Some amount of light can be absorbed by the reflector, and some amount of light will be enters into that reflector, and remaining part of the light it will be reflect comes into the same side, same medium, reflect back into the same medium. So whenever it is taking place, then the angle of incident always equal to the angle of reflection. Angle of incident is nothing but what there here angle, the angle between the normal and the incident ray is angle of incidence, and the reflected ray is nothing but angle of reflection is nothing but the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is said to be the angle of reflection there. These two angles will be same whenever the reflection is taking place. Even this all will be lie in the same plane. So incident ray and reflected ray normal all will be lie in the same plane. That is called the laws of reflection. Wherever the reflection is taking place, this law will be, two laws will be obeyed there. Okay, this is about the reflection, and here we'll see there. So we have different types of reflections are there. So they are the regular reflection and the irregular reflection there. Okay, types of reflections we'll see here. Types of reflections. Types of reflections. Types of reflections. So what are the types of reflections are there? Okay, the types of reflections are here. So there are two types of reflections are there. So first one is here. So regular reflection, or we can say there specular reflection, or specular reflection. Okay, and second one is a irregular reflection. Irregular reflection, or we can say diffuse reflection. Diffused reflection. Diffused reflection. So that is called the irregular or diffuse reflection there. Okay. So there are two types of reflections. About this detail we'll see in the next class. Okay. So that is about the reflection of light, and types of reflection detail we'll see here in the next class. Thank you children. Have a nice day.